Even now, we are seeing a generational drift, a family generational drift. I've been in ministry now for 34 years, and I've seen it in real time. Because what happens is you get parents who are raised in a church and raise their kids in a church where worship and coming to church is not a priority. I began to see it back 35 years ago. People were saying, church is important to us. It's important for our family. Unless there's a baseball game, unless there's a football game, unless we've got something else to do. And you don't recognize that your kids see that. Doesn't matter what you tell them. They are watching and listening to your actions. And so those kids who were raised in those homes grow up to make church even less a priority for those kids. All of a sudden, those kids whose grandparents came to church whenever they could, whenever they thought it was important, all of a sudden these kids are raised where it's not a priority at all. Maybe you'll go at Christmas, maybe you'll go at Easter, maybe you'll go every once in a while here and there, and then those kids grow up, their kids grow up, 3 generations. They grow up where church is not a priority at all. They don't go. And you know what happens to their kids? Their kids grow up never hearing about Jesus Christ and have no concept of God. And we're seeing it played out in front of our eyes. Do you understand? You may not realize it, but your priorities today impact generations. Your drift, your apathy, your complacency, your neglect will impact future generations, not just your life, not just your family, because it'll do that for sure, but it's going to impact your kids and your grandkids. And some of you are seeing it because you have grandkids and great-grandkids that are living this out. My hope and prayer is that everybody who has gone out of church during COVID will find a church and connect and get plugged in. I'd love for you to come here, but if it's not here, find a church that teaches the Word of God, a church that challenges you, and dive in. Get committed because it makes a difference.